Now, Cricket South Africa has today banned 4 players for breaching its anti-corruption code. The players who have admitted contraventions of the code have been banned. Jean Symes, Ithi Mbatlati, Pumlela Matunkwing and Tami Tsokeleki. The banning of these 4 players follows lengthy investigations and the previous impositions of Cricket South Africa in January 2016 of 20-year ban on the former Proteas, Lions and Titans player Gulam Bodi, after Bodi had admitted charges of contravening or attempting to fix matches in the 2015 Ran Slam T20 Challenge Series. Now, Bodi acted as an intermediary for international betting syndicates, approaching certain players with a view to engaging in fixing activities during that competition. Now, those individuals, 2 of them have been banned for 10 years, and all-rounder formerly contracted to the Lions has been banned for 7 years, and his teammate from Johannesburg, Tami, the former Proteas wicketkeeper and former Lions captain, has received a ban of 12 years. Now, joining us from the ANN7 newsroom to discuss this further is sports reporter Faraz Patel. Good afternoon, or good morning, it's still morning, Faraz. Good morning to you. Just talk us through why Cricket South Africa has taken this decision. If I'm not mistaken, this has been under investigation for some time now, this news coming through this morning. Just talk us firstly why these 4 individuals have been banned, and also just give us some more information on who exactly these players are.
Yeah, good morning, Abigail. Look, I mean, what we have to look at is that at the start of this year, obviously, Gulam Bodi was one of the main guys that were obviously caught, one of the very first few, along with Lonwabo Tsotsobe. Now, the 4 that have been charged, obviously, are the first of 4. There could be many that could follow, and I think that the bans that CSA has given is quite hefty ones. What is the message from CSA? It is clear. If you are caught match fixing, they're going to ban you, and they're going to ban you for a long time. And if we look at the guys that have been banned, of course, it is more than 3 years. So it's quite a hefty one. These could be also lifetime bans. And I think that we just have to look to the Mohamed Amir case that happened 6 years ago when he received a 5-year ban. This is huge, and I think this is a statement from Cricket South Africa that this is definitely their time to slap those bans on people that are caught. I mean, the ICC slapped one on Mohamed Amir. So I think that they are really taking match fixing seriously, especially after the Hansi Cronje debacle that happened in 2000.
Has Cricket South Africa given any further details with regards to the investigation, and what's sort of evidence they found against these 4 individuals?
Well, of course, we're waiting for the evidence to come, but there has been someone that obviously decided to arrange these match fixes. So there could be a middleman, and I think they're going to try and find the middleman. But of course, they're going to try and find the source. Who are the guys that are involved? Who are the guys that approach the players? These players have come out and obviously issued apologies. So yeah, they've obviously started their admission of guilt, but the apologies may not be received well by many people for the fact that they have brought the game into disrepute. And I think that cricket as a whole has suffered so much from match fixing. So these players are not going to be forgiven that easily.
Faraz, talk us through, these 4 cricket players individually and, the power they had and the future they had in the sport of cricket. I mean, one of them is the former Lions captain as well. He's received a ban of 12 years. Just talk us through those players individually and the impact they had on the game during their time there.
Well, Jean Symes never really featured much for the senior side for South Africa. He was an SAA player. Tami Tsokeleki, as we know, he went to South Africa when they toured India in 2004. He was a wicketkeeper during the series. The other 2, of course, were up-and-coming players. I think that they, given 2 or 3 years, they could have maybe tried and slid themselves into the Proteas team with the new transformation, obviously the new transformation that has been signed between CSA and the Department of Sports and Recreation. So I think there were a lot of, the future was there, especially for the 2 Titans guys. But yeah, I think it's a huge blow for them, and it's a huge blow for the Titans, obviously, because they've got such a great feeder system. Now they need to go back and try and get more players into there. And these were obviously 2 established guys within the team.
And for us, what would you say this means for Cricket South Africa as an organization? Obviously a dent, in Cricket South Africa's reputation as well.
Yeah, it is a dent in the reputation, but at the same time, you need to look at it from the other side of the coin. CSA are now hard at work to try and crack down whoever does match fixing. So I think it's kind of like, 2 tails to the coin. One side is the fact that, yeah, it's got a dent to them. I mean, it's not a good reputation when you obviously have a match fixing that is clouding your organization. But as I said, on the other side, I think Harun Lorgat and the rest of the board want to make sure that they keep the sport clean. And the only way to keep the sport clean is to obviously punish these guys who are trying to bring the game into disrepute.
Now, just lastly for us, looking at those, the bans, one individual's been banned for 10 years, another for 7, another for 12. Looking at how things have unfolded in the past with regards to, cricket players that have been banned because of these reasons, do these youngsters have a chance of coming back and still continuing one day to make a name for themselves in the world of cricket and in the sport?
Well, I think it's kind of over for Tami Tsolaki. I think 12 years is probably at the wrong side of 30 right now. So I think 12 years, I think it's a bit of a difficult one for him to come back. I think the Titans guys, yeah, they have a future, but one needs to look at it. I think it's kind of difficult to get back when you have this reputation of being a match fixer. I think it all can be forgiven if they do go ahead and obviously perform. What they will be doing is just playing maybe cricket outside of the professional sphere. So they'll try and keep themselves fit, try and, keep themselves within the game, keep that fitness level going. But I think it's going to be difficult for them to try and, how would I say, get back to the level where they were, and that's at the professional level.
Indeed. Well, thank you very much, Faraz, for the update. We'll check in with the story throughout the day to see if there are any further details to keep our viewers up to date. But that news coming through this morning that Cricket South Africa has banned 4 players for breaching the anti-corruption code. ANN7 will keep you up to date. Stay tuned.